I cannot tell you how long I have actually been waiting for this package. I pre-ordered it in January and it's only now just turned up. But in here is something very special, something I'm very excited about. And I thought we should do an unboxing together. This is the Ledger Nano X. I did order 2 of them, and funnily enough, because it has taken so long because of all the production issues they've had, there was one point where I believe there was some plastic that didn't meet their quality standards. They actually decided to include a Ledger Nano S free as backup, so that's quite nice at least. So, the Ledger Nano X is the latest in Ledger's long line of hardware wallets, and I remember working with them quite a while ago now on the Litecoin one we did. In fact, I've still got them, and I've been collecting some of the limited edition ones they do because I like their stuff quite a bit. But the main difference and the main improvement they've got going with this is that now it is Bluetooth. So the Ledger Live app they've released on the phones, you can now use this directly with it. No more plugging it into a computer. Of course, with this comes the issue of security. How secure really is Bluetooth when trying to send crypto payments? And that's something I'm really looking forward to find out. But I do believe a move in this direction is definitely the right way Ledger should have been going, and I'm excited to see it. So let's try it out. So this, very nice. Minimal to the point, and they've got some nice relief going on with the logo. So this is all looking very nice so far. Really minimal and to the point. I like it a lot, like all the other stuff that's coming out nowadays. But the main difference here is because I in fact pre-ordered, I have the limited edition Genesis block version. And on the back there's a bit of writing here. So, first impressions. This is actually quite heavy. The standard Nano S, if you've ever held one, is very light, but this is, I'd say, about twice as heavy, just having it in my hand. Part of that is due, I assume, to the metal on the outside here, because it is far more chunkier and far more substantial, so there's certainly a big improvement there in the quality of the device. It's not all plastic, and it feels very nice to hold and somewhat more durable. Like if I stepped on the Nano S, I feel like I could break it. This one feels like it could withstand a bit more damage if I were to throw it across the room or to, I don't know, drive over it as some people have been doing. But yeah, apart from that, very, very nice. Not much change, few artifacts, and I have noticed on this one, there seems to be a bit of issue with the printing. Not quite sure what that is, but you'll see on the D, G and E, the little parts where it lights up and reflects the light in a different way. Either that's just the way it's been manufactured, but it seems kind of out of place. that's a very nice clicky button, and it's in fact the only button on the device as far as I can see. Oh no, the little circle bit there also goes in. Anyway, let's see what else we have in the box. So we have the power cable, pretty standard, but it's a nice improvement. It's got some fabric around it, which makes it more durable. That's nice. And we have just a bunch of literature, which nobody really cares about. Recovery sheets. I don't really think I've ever used one of these in my life, but hey, maybe you do. Getting started, regulatory, and a couple of stickers from Ledger if you are a huge fanboy of them and want to stick it all over your computer or whatever. I don't know, but I'm probably not going to be using those. The other thing I'm starting to notice with the screen on this thing is that it's quite wavy. It doesn't look like it's been glued down properly, but you can only really see it when it's shimmering in the light. Let me show you a bit closer. So that's something that may be an issue with manufacturing for them. I'm not sure, but it's, I guess, a mild inconvenience if you're a perfectionist with these things. Hopefully, I assume that will get better going forward in the future, but there's certainly some gaps around it that don't look too good when getting up close with the device. So with that said, I think all that's left now is to test this thing, power it up and actually pair it with my phone and some transactions, see how easy it is. Honestly, yeah, I'd recommend picking one of these up. They're not much more expensive than the Nano S, and in fact the Nano S was retailing for about $100. They're now about $50 or $60 now, I can't exactly remember. This is just a bit more than that. It's at about $130 if I recall. So it's more in line with something like the Trezor Model T, which again is quite nice, but doesn't have Bluetooth. Although it has a touchscreen, which allows you to be able to manage this in a different way. But certainly, if you're a person who's on the go and traveling, this is a much more preferable way to manage your cryptocurrency than to be carrying around a box with all the wires and cables and stuff just to be able to manage your assets on the go. So for me, yeah, huge improvement. Well done, Ledger. Fantastic little piece of hardware, and I look forward to seeing where you go from here.